Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam. Oh, hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and this is a 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel with the EcoDiesel in it, and it's fantastically loaded. It's got every damn option you could even think of. Like, literally, I can't think of more stuff to put in this thing. Really, it's got a lot. All right. So, hey, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. On this channel, you find goofy stuff I do. I mean, truck and SUV reviews and news. And, well, we have a good time out here in wide open Nebraska and over there in Wyoming. Right out in this countryside area. So, hey, hit subscribe, stick around. It's a good time. All right, in this video, I'm going to tell you about the 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel. I'm going to tell you what's new, what's kind of changed. I'll do the exterior. I'll do the interior. I'll talk to you about the engine. I'll pop the hood. We'll do a mile per gallon test. I'll do a 0 to 60 test. Yes, I will. And I will tell you my 5 good things and 5 not so good things about this 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel. Yes, I think I covered everything. Create the 2, do the 1. Yeah, I got it all. So, hey, sit back, relax, pop top if you want to. And this is going to be a fun review because everything I do is fun. It's just a great time. So I'm going to stop babbling. Let's go ahead and get to the exterior. And then, like I said, interior, then driving. We're going to do it all. Let's go ahead and talk about this exterior. All right, let's talk about the exterior of this truck. And I'm going to leave it running so you can listen to the diesel because it is actually pretty quiet. And, oh, yeah, that really is Nebraska. Let me go flip the camera around and show you the truck, though. All right, a little bit of rain here last night, so I'm going to be a little careful where I step. But this is the 2020 Ram Rebel with EcoDiesel. We have the skid plate. We have the different grill. That's the different grill on the Rebel. We have the black tie-down hooks. I have the kind of C-clamp lights there. You can see them go around with daytime running lights. We have Wrangler Goodyear tires. These are 18-inch rims on 33-inch tires. They are massive tires, but they're really cool with some mud on them, right? Yeah. And we have the running boards. Now, these running boards, they do not extend or fold. They're not deployable. They're just solid running boards. We have dogs going crazy. There goes dogs. Wow, these dogs are going nuts. Anyways, we have the crew cab configuration here. I do have the entry exit for the doors, and so I just press a button that locks them, and you put your hand down here and unlocks them. It's pretty cool. Just keep the key in your pocket, go around to that. Over here, we have the DEF fill. We have the diesel fill there too. So DEF and diesel are nice. They're both together. I do have Ram boxes on this. So I have a key that locks this, and they push button open. And they have a nice deploy. They're nice and dampened. Isn't that crazy? Dampened Ram boxes. Anyways, I have the outlet back here that hooks up to them. I have put some tie downs in here I need to clean up. And you can see the storage in there. I believe, yep, there's a drain plug there too. So you can put some ice in here and things like that. Maybe a little beer in here. And you can drain it out when you're done. There's that. Come around the side. It even says Ram box. Come along the back here. I have the dual exhaust. Big exhaust there. I do have the hook up here, 2-inch receiver. And then I have the special tailgate. So this, as you push down, opens 60-40 split. So this opens like this. You can see I've had a lot of dirt in here, been really playing with them. Then you have a thing here. It opens this side. So it's like a Dutch door, kind of double Dutch door kind of opening there. It's nice when you have a trailer here, because then you can like open this door and put stuff in. So if you have like a boat hooked up here, you can throw stuff in without worrying about the tailgate, like the GM tailgate, going down and smacking the ball. So you can get around that. But you can also close this, like so. And if you do the up, it comes down that way. So there you go. There's your 2 choices. Dampened tailgate there. I do have some lights there, some 2 LED lights there and there. I don't even want any more lights. This has got the tonneau cover in it and the bed divider, but this is 5.5 foot bed. This will fit a sheet of drywall in there, by the way. And then we'll close this. One-handed close. And I have blacked out too. Blacked out. So blacked out Rebel all the way around. And that's a powered window there in the middle. So that's the exterior on the black on black on black Ram Rebel. Let's go ahead and hop in the truck here and talk to you about the interior. Again, one of the nicest interior in class. Just beautiful interior. It's just hard to describe. They do such a great job this interior. And I have powered mirrors here too, and also have powered controls for the pedals. That's something that not all truck manufacturers are doing anymore. Like GM stopped doing that in heavy duty, so that's in here. And that's the light, or that's the button to turn on the plug in the bed, or that cargo, the Ram box, which is more accurately the Ram box. When I hop in, Yeah, it's nice and quiet in here. So let me turn that down or off. Something like that. Stop. Auto's off. Okay, there, turn it down. All right. So turn down. Oh yeah, that's the big screen. Now this does have a little bit. You can see some dust on it. I've been playing around with it quite a bit. So I mean, you can take a dust rag in here, but that'd be good to show you guys like how the dust looks. This is kind of a piece of ownership, so it doesn't really bug me. It's not a big deal. Oh, what am I listening to? I was listening to the Garth channel, so go back there. And this screen is pretty cool. I mean, you can split the screen. You can have something on the bottom. You have something on the top. There's a lot going on here. I have a whole video on this too, so there's a lot more to see on that. I could take 20 minutes to do this entire screen. But over here we do have the turn switch for the gear transmission. I've gotten used to it, and I like having a cup holder, and so I'm gotten used to that. I do have the 4-wheel drive and 4-high, and I have the locking axles here too, so that's kind of nice, and hill descent control. Trailer brake control down here. This is the aero mode, so I can raise and lower the truck as I want to. Traction control, tow haul, and then parking sensors. A note on this, I often forget to do the off-road because it's such a tall truck anyways. I do have 2 USBs down there of each type. I have the older one and the newer one. I forget the numbers. But anyways, storage in here. What's cool with this is this kind of slides back and forth, and you can see my trash in there. And it goes forward, and then this is really nice center console in that you can do the first tab, and you can see my wallet, my mask. I'm not going to Walmart. I'm not getting sick, guys. That's not happening. And then here's the massive key fob, which also drops tailgate and has the auto start or remote start for the truck. And then there's the key. It's kind of a bigger remote. It could be a little smaller, I guess, in my opinion. And then the other one opens up, boom, boom, and you have all your math you want to do. I don't know what that means. I'm not very good at math. There's a max fill line. What that means is that's when this slides back and forth. So if you fill it up too much, there. But you can actually have this up and drive like this and have more stuff down here if you wanted to. And I have a plug down here too. And this, look how far that goes back. Then this holds your cell phone too. So your cell phone props up. It's cool. The only thing it doesn't have is another new wireless charger, and that's something that, well, newer trucks are getting nice these days. That's where you just drop your phone in and it charges. So we'll close that up. Over here we have Rebel there as well. We have dual stitching, which is really just a pretty looking truck. And theirs is there. I do have the big moonroof, sunroof, whatever the hell you want to call these things. Panoramic, goes all the way to the back. Lots of sunshine. So let's open that. And there's the rear. And this is auto close for the glass. So that goes, so you can go that far, and then you can go dink, and it opens all the way up. Boom. Oh, and for those that have kids, I was going to show you this. I think it's under apps and Wi-Fi hotspot. So Wi-Fi hotspot, so you can make a Wi-Fi hotspot with a 4G cellular network, and that way your kids can be back in the seats playing with their Kindles, or your wife can be surfing the net while you're driving, or you're on the net and she's driving. I don't know, just whatever you want to do. Let's go check out those rear seats though. Like mighty comfortable. Oh, and I always like to talk about this, so let's do the door open and close. Pretty solid, pretty darn solid. And somebody said one time a criticism that I don't shoot a payload sticker, so here you go. Here is the payload sticker. Estimated combined occupants cargo should never exceed 1,000 pounds. So not a lot of payload there. There's the tire pressures. And it's built in, let's see where it's built. I'll tell you where it's built here in a little bit. But it's built in Michigan. I can't remember the name of the factory. Okay, let's go to the back seats. So we'll close the doors again. Oh! And power front seats. And in the back. Alright, let's get in these back seats. So one thing to point out is looks all the same. They have a big rubber floor mat back here, which is an accessory, but there's some storage bins down here too, so you can store your beer and stuff and nobody can find it. Or your whiskey bottle. Whiskey bottle, yeah. So let's hop in. I'll have a nice handle. And I have like anybody, any size, shape, whatever, can hop in this back seat, man. It's so massive back here. Look, there's my feet. And I got tons of room. I got to fix the headrest here. So, oh yeah, tons of room back here. And I have AC vents. I have more USBs, plug-in, little storage shelf. I even have my own cup holders. Lots. Oh, and I have more cup holders over here, and I have more cup holders in the doors. Yeah. So apparently, if you want to have like 15 different flavors of pop back here, or water, or lemonade, or whatever, tons of cup holders. Now, this one doesn't have it, but some of the new Ram half tons have it, where the rear seats slide and recline, and the outboard ones, like this one and that one, not the middle one, but the outboard ones have heated and cooled seats too. So if you really have some passengers carrying around quite a bit who maybe be on a little on the picky side, you want to shop for those options. Yeah, trust me, make them really happy. Big time happy. Voila! The 3-liter diesel made it to the 8-speed transmission. There it is. That's what it sounds like. Alright, look, I'm not going to get too carried away telling you about this engine because I got multiple videos on this. I'll link to one of those above. I got Chief Engineer talking about this Gen 3 diesel. I got what's new. I got all sorts of details on it. If you want to know more about it, just watch that video. Alright, out on the open road, I do happen to have the 4-corner air suspension in this. So I have aero mode that raises and lowers the truck as far as aerodynamic, get down lower. I have off-road, go a little higher. And I got entry-exit mode that allows me to get in and out easier, especially with my vertically challenged body. I also have the rear coiling suspension, and it, even with these big 33-inch tires, off-road tires, I don't hear the whine, I don't hear the rubber on the road. It's a nice quiet cabin, and it's a pretty damn smooth ride. Really, no hands, no concerns. Right down the road, straight on the steering wheel. I got lane departure that keeps me in the lanes, and I got just smooth sailing. I've been driving this all week. This rides better than most sedans ride these days. I mean, this is just a sweet riding pickup. And yes, I did a video that talked about some ride quality in different product at the manufacturer, and you guys gave me a bunch of crap because I'm not a real truck guy, and truck guys should feel like the truck's beating them up. That's a load of bull. You know what that is? My wife gave me a sign. It's this, and yeah, figured it out. She's a sign language teacher. That's what that is. Anyways, this ride's really nice. It's just a smooth ride, and then when you want to get on it, like I do right now, yes, there's a little delay, and maybe my foot was a little bit off. I mean, it's a diesel, right? So it's going to have lots of low-end torque, which in this case, it's 480 foot-pounds of torque, and it's got 265 horsepower. So not so fast, but real man's torque. Yeah, real man's torque. In this configuration, it can tow up to 12,800 pounds. I believe that's the number. I will double check the number. Right now, 12,560. I'm sorry, I was off by a couple hundred pounds. And yeah, I just, it's a great engine. It's really a lot of fun. I really have a hard time deciding between this and the Chevy Silverado diesel because they're so good. The diesel engine is so good these days. So yeah, my driving impressions are A+, man. This is a nice truck to drive. Smooth, no driver fatigue. And these seats are comfortable. I could drive this thing for miles. And actually, with the 33-gallon gas tank, I figured out, or fuel tank, in this case, not gas, diesel, I figured out I could drive across Nebraska 1.5 times without filling up, according to the range on the turbometer. You know what that is? That's not north and south, folks. That's east and west. And Nebraska is a long-ass state. All right, let's fill this baby up, and we'll top it off. Today we're at Sinclair, and we're loyalty. No loyalty. Let's see. Does it say 249? 2459. I don't know how many gallons we put in. I drove quite a bit this week. See, I've been driving this around a lot during town, so this may cost me a little bit to do the mile per gallon test, but it's for you, the viewer. So we'll go ahead and fill this up. I'll reset the trip odometer, and we'll get on the road. We'll head to Torrington, which is about 45 miles away, and we'll do a round trip, come back, and fill up again, and we'll see how much fuel we used. We'll do the math. Math on the phone. Calculator. Good stuff. Alright, so there it is. 9.145 gallons. It is full. Yep, there it is. It's full. Full. 20 bucks. So let's go ahead and reset the trip odometer and get on the road. Okay, we'll turn it on. Fires up. Steering wheel out. Let's see. There's my trip, but I have to hold OK to reset. There we go. Trip info is reset. So let's go ahead and go for a drive. And it's interesting. It says 626 gallons. I swear when I first got this, it said 782, so I'm not sure what's going on. This is I think it's a 33-gallon tank. Let me check that out. Yep, 33-gallon fuel tank, so I expect that to be higher. Now, for those wondering, the fuel economy is supposed to be 24, 21, 29, but this is the Rebel. So, if you've forgotten how physics work, let me give you a little reminder. This is a box on wheels. It's got a 1-inch lift. It's got bigger tires on it, and it's got a bunch more gear because of the off-road package. So, I don't think I'm going to get that fuel economy numbers because it's physics. But hey, let's hit the road and go find out. Alright, just got back into town, an hour driving. We're going to get some diesel here. Same exact pump, same exact day, same exact settings. Oh wait, ding, it's done. Let's add a little bit more, top it up there a little bit, and then let's see what we got. We have 5.96 gallons, or no, dollars, 2.425 gallons. So let's go figure out what that means in real fuel economy numbers. Okay, inside the cabin we can see my trip odometer says 63.2 miles, 24.6 miles per gallon. And if you notice something, this range has gone up since we filled up. And I swear to you I drove, I just think here's what's happening. I think what that range is doing is looking at the fuel economy I'm getting on the trip and figuring out the total range that way. So when I first got this truck, they got it from Denver, and it was like 780 miles. Well, that's all highway miles. And so I think it said if I can keep driving highway, that's my range. So it makes sense. I could see that, right? Full tank, if you drove 24, 25 miles to the gallon, you could get that better range. Now, I did the math on my phone before I hit record, and I got about 26.06 miles per gallon. So about 1 mile per gallon, 1.5 mile per gallon off what the trip odometer said. That's likely due to the bigger tires with the Rebel. That's likely due to the bigger tires of the Rebel. I've noticed that with bigger tires, off-road tires, that a computer isn't always as accurate as it would be with the smaller tires. Now, if you're looking at the total fuel economy as far as EPA, again, part of the sheet said 29 miles per gallon highway. Now, like I said, I think that's really a stretch here with the Rebel, just because of the higher size, the lift, and the tires. Alright, who's ready to do a 0 to 60 in a Ram diesel? Me! Yes! Rebel's going after it. I got the stopwatch. I'm going to start it. I'm going to hit the accelerator. We're going to go. Ready, set, go! That's 20. That's 30. That's 40. That's 50. And 60. Alright. And now undisclosed speed. I got 11.19 seconds, 0 to 60. Here in the country, I'm at 30,000 feet elevation, something like that. Not very high up. So yeah, there you go. 11 seconds, 0 to 60 in a diesel in the Rebel. So not screaming fast, but God, it's a crew cab truck with a bed. I mean, that's pretty damn quick. Okay, now it comes to that point in the video. I'm going to tell you my 5 good things and 5 bad things. I know you've been waiting for it, and you're chopping at the bit, and the comments are like, just tell us the answer now. Alright, let's just get to it. Number one, the one thing I really like about this truck is the power. Like, I was towing with this truck, and I've been driving around town with this truck, and towing, it's got tons of power, and around town it's got tons of power. Is it like heavy-duty power? No. This isn't a heavy-duty diesel. This is a light-duty truck with light-duty diesel. Yeah, that's how that works. Anyways, it's got lots of power for just towing around and not being like overdoing it. So I feel like I can tow 5, 7, 8,000 pounds. I know it tows 12,000, but that's a lot for half ton. And I feel like I'm going to have no problem with that. I feel like I can get good fuel economy around town, and it's a lot of fun off the line as soon as things engage because it's a diesel. Number 2 has got to be this beautiful interior. I'm just gushing over it. It's just such a nice truck to drive. It's so comfortable. It's so cool inside. And you talk to any truck guy, I don't care if you're a Ford guy, a Chevy guy, whatever guy, they're all giving, all right, Ram, you got a cool interior. I mean, everybody's saying that. They've won multiple awards. If you don't bring that up in the video, I mean, what kind of journalist are you? Number 3 has got to be storage. I mean, I just checked the press release again this morning, and they boasted having the most storage in class, and I tell you what, they really do. And this center console storage is actually usable. I mean, it's really usable space, And that's something that a lot of center consoles are just like it's a cavern. Open it up and everything falls in and it goes all the way to the bottom. You can't find anything. But this is actually a very usable storage space in the center. They did an excellent job. And oh my gosh, cup holders. I mean, cup holders. You're going to have to really make sure you have, if you run out of cup holders in this, then you got a drinking problem. Which maybe I do. Number 4 is got to be ride comfort. I mean, like I told you, driving around, it's just a smooth riding truck. It rides so nice. It rides better than most cars I've driven lately. I haven't really driven cars lately, but it's driven them more than good cars, right? Like a luxury SUV. Yeah, luxury SUV. It rides like a luxury SUV. It's like a Cadillac. Like a Cadillac of the road. It rides that nice. All right, number 5, and I make a big deal about this, and some people do, some people don't, but I have electronically controlled locker for the rear. I can press a button, I can lock my rear wheels, so if I ever get into a situation that I have an issue driving around in, I'm spinning tires, things are happening, even in four-wheel drive, I have it from the factory, all done, the button's in there, I don't have to add anything to it, and I have all the pieces. Now, other brands, Toyota, don't offer that locking rear axle at all. And so, at least an option would be great, but in this case, I got the Rebel, and I got it. Okay, 5 things that, well, not so much. And some of these are Timisms, and some of these I get made fun of, but here we go. I'm doing them anyways. Fire up your comments. Number 1, I'm going to have an issue with is the dead zone in the bed. And I'm going to show you this on camera. Let's take a look at it. This makes more sense. Okay, that's what I mean right there. This is like the Bermuda Triangle, right? So, everything that you carry with you at one point will slide in the Bermuda Triangle. It's a known fact with trucks. Whatever you strap down the back will slide forward. Everything you really want in this truck is going to slide towards that part of the truck, in the bed. That's just what happens. And so then you add the Ram boxes in, which pushes you even further away from there, and I got no hope of getting in there, and I don't have any fancy step, this doesn't come back. I'm doing the tire climb thing to try to see if I can't somehow crawl my way in there, or I'm crawling on my belly to get into that front of that bed. There needs a better solution here. Other brands are doing it. Yeah, that's what needs to come next. Alright, and number 2 is for my fans of this channel know what I'm talking about. Yep, I'm talking Dipstick. Now, I did a live stream of this and I couldn't find it. So let's look at the manual and then let's go search again. So here's what the manual says. Okay, I got the 3-liter diesel engine and I have oil dipstick number 3. So it is behind the air cleaner maybe? So somewhere over there. So let's go see if we can find it. But if you're wondering, I have air cleaner filter. I have engine oil coolant or engine coolant reserve cap dipstick. I have engine oil fill. I have the brake fluid cap, battery, power distribution center 7. I don't see that anywhere. Oh, there it is over here. And I have washer fluid cap, which is there. And this has got an electronic power steering, so there is no power steering fluid. Nope, not going to happen. Let's go flop the hood and find that dipstick. Okay, here we go. Dipstick. Oh, I think I see it. Yeah, there it is. It's right. Oh, that's freaking hot. Okay, it's right in there, and I can't check that because that's way too hot. That is exceedingly hot. So if you want to check your oil in the middle of summer, you better pull over, stop, let the engine cool down to be able to check your oil because that dipstick is in a terrible spot. Right? Are you guys done with me on that? Like, why can't that be like here? Why can't, I mean, it's just a stick. Like, move the stick. Number 3, and this is a little bit of a picky thing that you guys have pointed out to me in the comments. I'm taking what you guys have said and putting in this video. So, hey, you comment, I read it, and I talk about this. So the comments are that there's no Ram boxes in a 6.5-foot bed. You only get in a 5.5-foot bed. And so I think that's kind of a miss. Why wouldn't you just do that? Makes sense to me. Just make a bigger Ram box. Okay, number 1 thing that, well, it's not so hot about this truck, and I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? This is $70,000. Okay, I was going to tell you number 5 is about price. This thing's really expensive. However, it's kind of bull. You know, really this is all about options. Dealers aren't going to order this type of configuration. It's just too much money. What you do need to know, and this is going to be the real number 5, is right here in the door sticker. I'm going to turn the camera and show you this. It's right there. 1,072 pounds of payload. That's right, 1,072 pounds of payload. Now, this truck actually comes about 2,000 pounds, depending on configuration. That's about the top line you can see on ramtrucks.com. About 1,900, 1,800 pounds when you start adding like the Hemi and things like that, the 5.7 liter. The key here is we have a diesel, we have air suspension, we have tons of features in the cabin, we have features, bigger tires, we have all this stuff going on. So what happens to those features? Well, reduces payload. They don't just build one truck to be tougher than the other trucks because they add all these features to it. That's what happens. So if you're out there shopping and you want to tow a lot, because payload is actually impacted by your towing number as well, because you take 10% of your tongue weight and subtract that from the payload number. So that everything factors together, excuse me, and gross combined vehicle rating. So there's a lot of stuff to know when you're towing legally and safely, and so that will impact that. So just keep that in mind. If 1,000 pounds isn't much, it's 4 buddies and some deer in the back, and you're at capacity. That's no trailer. So definitely something to keep in mind when you're shopping. This is not a all-purpose tool for massive towing and off-roading and diesel, and they work together. There are some limitations. That's a lot. Now, you don't need all that, right? You don't need all that. You don't have to click all the bells and whistles. You don't have to do all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of features in this truck that you may not need, that you can kind of offset, lower the price. But, man, that's a lot of money for half-ton, don't you think? I mean, let me know below, but I think that's a lot of money for half-ton, and I'm shocked that with this truck at $70,000, I don't have cooled seats either. Like, I'm missing certain features. Isn't that crazy? Well, I think it's very crazy. So there you go. There's my 5 good things, my 5 bad things. I did driving, I did exterior, all that kind of stuff. You want to check this video out over here? It's really cool stuff. It's about that diesel engine. And make sure you hit the website down below for more information. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.